Hey ladies, I don't know if y'all caught this shit, but I just wanted to speak on it real quick. Trey Songz and Meg Thee Stallion hit social media. There's something like supposedly going on where he's been crushing on her for several months now, like trying to shoot a shot. I don't know if that's staged, that particular part of it, and it may be. But what this video is going to be about is about the collective narcissism that is very prevalent in the black community. It's narcissism on a very huge macro scale. Okay, we're going beyond just the individual. And the reason why I bring this up is because narcissists have a technique that's called breadcrumbing. And breadcrumbing actually is a technique where they lower down your expectations so badly and do it for so long that you become extremely thirsty for attention. And the reason why it applies in a case like this is because, you know, we're supposed to be like super giddy because Trey Songz is looking thirsty, checking out Meg Thee Stallion and Teyana Taylor. It's very weird because these dudes have been trying to discount and remove genetically obvious black women from media, and I'm over that at this point in 2019. That's not what this video is about, to have sore and hurt feelings. But I want you ladies to peep game when somebody's breadcrumbing you, because you know this is the same dude that had this video here foreign, so he's not really all that excited about looking at some authentically looking black chicks. But the reason that is happening, I believe, is because it's an energy that's going on in the black community where there's a certain segment of black women that are falling out of love. They're not inspired or spellbound by the typical black male archetype. That's not to say that there aren't black women out here that aren't madly in love with their boyfriends and their husbands that are black, but there is an energy rising where black women are not, they don't appreciate feeling, you know, like desperate where a dude is just throwing you a bone. Look at the imagery. We're supposed to get super excited because this black male is paying these girls attention. And I think this is being promoted because they don't want black women to train their eyes on something else, okay? And again, I'm not saying that you can't find the guy of your dreams among the black race, but a lot of chicks are minding their own business and are looking elsewhere. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. She's a cutie pie. She's really cute, in shape, got a really nice body, But this is not the type of broad that dudes have been putting in their videos for the last 10 years. Not on a really noticeably big scale. Teyana Taylor, she's also a beautiful woman. And, you know, with her, she's also not the standard that has been put in a lot of videos in the 2000s. It was different in the 90s and the early 2000s, but I would say since about 2010, and sad to say, around the time shit Obama got elected, it seemed like even though the first lady was black, it seemed like a hatred for black chicks just grew. So just be aware of this. Don't be extra grateful just because they're trying to show you a video where some whorish dude and don't even get it twisted. I used to dig, and I even still do dig some of his music. I remember that one album, I forget the name, let me go find it real quick. Okay, I found it. It was the Trigger album. And he had a lot of the musical composition of a lot of his songs was banging. Okay, so I can see the appeal when it you know, is drawn, when you're drawn to it through your ears, but the messaging is hella foul, and I'm really not appreciating it. We supposed to be extra grateful because these dudes are now just showing some brown skinned chicks a little bit of so-called love, and it's not really love, it's narcissistic programming. And when you look at on a personal level, when you're dealing with a narcissist, you can look and find information and see how it applies on a group level. And here's an article to give you an example that I found where it tells you how you your behavior, your own behavior, can tell you if you're involved with a narcissist. Okay, and here's the first part: you act completely desperate. Ring a bell, ladies. Ring a motherfucking bell. For the last 10 years, black chicks been on YouTube, all on they fist pumping, dashiki wearing. And I tried to be pro-black on a collective level. I'm just pro certain type of people. I'm not just grouping all people that are brown skinned into one group called the good people just because they look like me. Hell to the no. Okay, you have to show and prove. But prior to now, like the last 10 years, I love my black king, my black man. It was like a really beg fest, and it's pretty pathetic because you don't see any other type of women doing that. And again, the article tells you act like a drug addict. All black women have been talking about for years has been the size of the black dude's his private member. Oh, he the biggest. No other group of men can compare to his sex game. Here's another one. You keep trying to convince him that you're worthy. That's another thing. With all the I love you, my black man, please see me, I cook, I clean, I got all my edges, I take care of my kids, you know, and I work a job, and I'm gonna rub your feet, and blah 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 blah. That's the energy and the frequency that's been put out, and it has lowered your stock to the level of peasants. Again, no other group of women behave that particular way. Even if another raced woman was a little thirsty, usually they're not seen doing it like how black women have been doing it for several years. you become an expert detective. On a personal level, in this article, it's talking about how you as an individual, you know, you're spying on your dude. If you think he's doing something, he got you all shook and insecure. Basically, that's how black women have been doing, monitoring the penises of black men and who they giving it to. When you, the reality is, you don't own his penis. You don't own him in that way. You cannot control who he gives it to, but yet you're playing detective on who and all, you know, who he like, and if he likes somebody that's light or white, you know, your feelings are hurt. The only time I think it's okay to be a little bit of a detective is there when there's an actor or entertainer or singer or rapper or something that's pushing the black love narrative, but behind the scenes in their real life they're doing something totally different. They're living a different life than what they're selling, and then they're trying to get in your pockets and get your money. So I'm totally against that. But individually, black women, stop doing the shit. You're looking super dumb. And it just tells you, you act nuts, you have become completely neurotic, defensive. Doesn't that sound like a lot of black women? Very neurotic and defensive, low self-esteem. And you have to work on your own esteem, ladies. I know it's wrong and it's foul how this community has done us, not validating their daughters, okay? And the mothers, the parents, the mothers though, oh, don't get me started. They help perpetuate this because they don't want you leaving the situation either. They feel like they had to beg, bitch, you can beg too. So, but again, check out this video, these articles about Trey and how he want to get with Meg the Stallion. They're pushing this out in the open, and it's just sad because we know this is not the type of girl that he would typically go for, but we're supposed to be extra grateful for the breadcrumbing and a little bit of attention, like, oh, they understand us now, no, they don't understand you. They just don't. It's like a toxic spell, and it's programming, and they don't want your attention going elsewhere. And again, this is not to necessarily demonize anybody, but I want black females to understand the spiritual assault that's being perpetrated against you. Don't lower your defenses just because you see a dude getting googly-eyed for a broad with the type of look that he would have rolled his eyes at just a few years ago. That's Cardi B right there. But yeah. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, yeah, yeah, oh, oh.